what she want, what she worry, 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 what she want, what she want. Shoobity wobbity oobity wobbity oop-a-doo down.
It's risky business, and if you want to play, there's your QR code. Get your apps ready. BMKD for our first quiz of the day. Second quiz. I keep saying first, like I'm discounting Plinko. One thing that I did realise might end up being a problem later on is that a lot of these games have only got room for 40 players. So if we may run out of room, and some of them end up being spectator sports. So hopefully that's a nice problem to have, but it is still a problem, and we'll deal with that as and when we come to it. I haven't said hello to everyone. Let me do that while you're joining the game. Good evening. It's not even good afternoon yet. It's good morning to Colo, to Huds, to Battyman, to Rushme, to Apodo, to Nando, to ABMe, to Shapes, to Colin, to It's H Games. Good morning, Prudes and Samster and Tamtusar and Elias and Lewis and Oni. Good morning, Mr. Vertigo and Lottibus and Zeus and Jogging, Silver Electron and Topper, it's Sotley and SM Midi. Good morning, Tyson Bain. Good morning, Digital David. Good morning, Score Count and David Stravdi, Tadaru and Fluffy Bunny. Curse Toucan and Toot. Good morning, David J. Good morning, Clive. Good morning, Michael at the Calm Zone. BC, G. Eisens, and everyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you again so much for joining. I'm very much excited about this day. I finished my first cup of tea, so there's going to be another one of those coming up before too long, I dare say. We've got some more rewards coming in. We've got another 3 to do, which we'll do after this game. Apodo saying congrats on 400 and donating £25. Fluffy Bun, congratulations on reaching the big 400, £25 and a reward. We'll do that shortly. And Samster, what are you doing? £25 and the reward. We'll do that after the game. Thank you for your generosity. One thing I didn't mention before, if I find the window, it's probably up here, isn't it? All bits and subs that are gifted for the whole of March will be added on to the total that is going to charity. So obviously the Twitch pays in arrears, so this is not going to come until the middle of April, but anything from the month of March that comes in my next Twitch payout, I will add on to the total. So all bits and subs that you're doing today are also going to the charity. I'd encourage you to use the Tiltify link. I mean, I appreciate people subbing and giving people ad-free viewing. That's always a good thing. But at the same time, Twitch take their cut. So go to Tiltify if you can, but bits and subs will also be going in the same direction. If you're using Tiltify and you're a UK taxpayer, select the box to gift aid, because the taxman will give the charity some more. It's either 25p in every pound or 20p in every pound. It's one of them. Lewis corrected me on my announcement the other day, so just bear that in mind. If you're a UK taxpayer, you can select a box of gift aid, which gives them a bit more and helps to just boost that total. One other thing, if you're not subscribed, I will be playing intermittent adverts in between games today. It just means if people are coming in late and oh, hello, Stuart P, donating £25 via Tiltify. Thank you very much indeed, Stuart. See if there's a message attached to that. No message, but a reward claim as well. Thank you for the donation, Stuart. Most grateful to you. Yeah, I'll be playing adverts intermittently over the course of the day, so if anyone joins after lunch or whatever, it means they don't get pre-roll ads, so they can just get straight into the action. I'm going to try not to have the ads interrupt games, because that's also really bad if that happens, so just something to bear in mind. I think that covers everything. I was just going to do the subs very quickly. Prugs, subbing for Calm, good luck today. Thank you for the 21 months. I don't know why I've started there. That seems an odd place to start because that's in the middle of the list. Let's start at the bottom. ABMe, 40 months for 400. Let's do this. Thank you very much for 40 months. Nando continuing their sub from Prime to moving from Prime to Tier 1. Thank you, Nando, for that sub. And Panda, I woke up at 7 a.m. for this. Yes, I did. Happy 400. Thank you for the 15-month subscription. I then gifted a sub to Persephone's Twitch spot because I wanted the emotes to show up when I do the command. Prugs, as I said, subbing for 21 months for Calm. Good luck today. Thank you very much, Prugs. And then day. Digital David subbing for 34 months saying whoop. Thank you very much for 34 months, David. G. Eisen subbing for 39 months. 6 a.m. Yep, definitely time for quiz. Also, congrats on the big 400. Thank you for the kind words. And for the 39 months. And Digital David cheering 400 bits. So much quiz. Thank you for the support there, David. And that, I think, covers everything. We've got a good number of people in this game. 26 players. One of these going to our winner. It's been written by Zeus. It's Risky Business. Let's go! Whew, into some quiz only 20 minutes late, but I've baked in some time save, so I've had, allowed an hour for Risky Business. It doesn't normally take an hour, so we'll probably end up being a bit behind, and we'll try and make that time up somewhere. But if we run a bit late, we run a bit late. Let's start with round number 1. Round 1 is favourable odds. You need to select the correct answer from the 5 presented options within 15 seconds. Each question, the number of risk points increases whilst the correct answers decrease. So you're going to start with 4 out of 5 correct answers and it'll go right down to 1 out of 5 correct answers. If you get it wrong, you reduce your risk to 0, but abstention preserved. So you can get the first one right and get 2 points for it, and then the next one you might not want to take a guess because you might not be sure. If you abstain, it keeps your score. If you get it wrong, you wipe back down to 0. To play question 4, this is one with only 1 correct answer. You've got to choose to risk based on the answers alone. You don't see the question in advance. That question is worth double points if you can find the 1 right answer, but you must answer. If you choose to risk, you can't abstain at that point. Hopefully that makes sense. 3 sets, 4 questions in the round. Let's get on with it. First question that I'm going to read today at 11:50. Let's take a look. Count Von Count, Oscar the Grouch, Cookie Monster, G. Young, Big Bird. Select a Sesame Street character who made their debut in the 20th century. 4 of those are right. 1 is wrong. And Kirstuken not getting an answer in, and Peru's going red, going for G. Young. Unfortunately, no. Oscar, Big Bird and Cookie Monster were all Series 1 in 1969. Count Von Count was introduced in Season 4 in 1972. G. Young was Season 53 and a special, which were both in 2022. You thought we were in the 20th century. Whoops. Everyone else going green who attempted it. Very well done. On we go. Next question. 3 correct answers up here. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sodium, calcium. Select a chemical element present in a molecule of glucose. A lot of green in there, a couple of wipeouts. At least everyone having a go. Sodium and calcium are wrong there. Glucose is C6H12O6, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, all included. Classic sugar carbohydrate. Very well done if you got some points there. Lots of players on 5. Another opportunity to get 5 points. 2 correct answers here if you want to attempt it. Options are Koopa Trooper, Toad, Diddy Kong, Rosalina, Wario. Select a playable character in the Nintendo 64 game Mario Kart 64. Oh, a couple of wipeouts coming in there. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the thing to say. My wife's just asked me for the donation link, and I need to send it to her real quick. Megs, I've sent you the poster which has got a QR code on it. Hopefully you can get it from there. Toad and Wario were the right answers. All other characters have been playable in other Mario Kart games, but not Mario Kart 64. Most of us getting that one right. A few wipeouts. Prey, welcome to the stream. And a message from our sponsor, Dragon. No message, but thank you for the 21-month subscription there, Dragon. Welcome on in. Okay. Now, you've got to choose to risk on this one. If you have got points, which is everyone from top ski upwards, you can choose to risk. But remember, you don't see the question, and if you choose to risk, you can't abstain. For double points then, your options are and there's only one right answer here. Grew worse. Married. Christened. Born. Died. 7 seconds, bank or risk. Solid start, Prey. A little bit running late, which is fairly on brand for me. Thank you for the kind words. Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players are going to attempt this. 5 of them with 10 points, 3 of them... So, let's say 8 players. 5 of them with 10, 3 of them with 5. Remember, abstention or wrong answer and you lose them. Everyone else's points are in the bank. Let's take a look at the question. Based on the nursery rhymes, select the action Solomon Grundy took on the day of the child who works hard for a living. Inca doubling up, Nando doubling up, everyone else wiping out. Bad luck. You took the risk, it didn't pay off. Solomon Grundy died on Saturday, as the nursery rhyme goes, and Saturday's child works hard for a living. Very well done to Inca and Nando, doubling up to the maximum for the round of, or for the set of 20. Let's put them into the bank. They take an early lead. We got quite a few players with 10, and Squidmaker, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. A lot of players on 10, a few yet to score, but plenty of time. Here's another set of 4 questions, 5 answers coming up, and 4 of them are right. Take a look. Yakisoba, Kaki Udon, Panchit Malabon, Bibimbap, Mai Goring. Select a dish that traditionally contains noodles. That's nice to see. We are at £400, 20% of the way towards our £2,000 target. It's very gratifying. Most getting this one, just 3 players airing on this one. Bibimbap does not. That's a Korean rice dish. All of the others are noodle-based dishes. Mai Goreng is Malaysian, Kaki Udon is Japanese, Panchit Malabon is Filipino, and Yakisoba is Japanese. Well done if you got some points there. On we go, 3 correct answers in here. 3 points if you can find one, if you want to play. Options are Burnley, Luton Town, Sheffield United, Leeds United, Leicester City. Select a team that was promoted to English football's Premier League for the 2023-24 season. Oh, another cup of tea. Thank you, darling. Yeah, we're already running late. Thank you, babe. And a few players not wanting to take the risk. Remember, it is not mandatory to play, especially at this point in the game, if you want to preserve the points. Leeds United and Leicester City, both wrong answers. Leicester City and Leeds were relegated for this season. The others were promoted. Inca Tantuza on top ski, sitting that one out. A few players wiping out and a few players moving up to 3 or indeed 5 points. Very well done. I know, Zeus doing football content. What is going on? On to the next one. 2 correct answers, 5 points if you can find one, and your options are Sobek, Bastet, Tefnut, Thoth, Anubis. Select a figure in Egyptian mythology that could be described as part feline. Remember, you don't have to play. You don't have to play if you don't want to, if you're not feeling confident. Ask the Australian and English football question, why don't you? Sorry, Tantusa. Bastet and Tefnut are both feline. Tefnut has the head of a lioness. Bastet has the head of a cat. Anubis is the head of a jackal. Sobek is the crocodile one. And Thoth, which is the only one there I hadn't heard of, has the head of an ibis or a baboon. One of the two. So well done. There's a smattering of players on the maximum of 10. A few preserving their 5, or indeed their 3. And unfortunately 5 players wiping out on that one. So 5 options coming up, only 1 correct answer, and you have to decide actively that you want to risk this one, at which point abstentions will be marked as wrong. Good luck. Have a look if you want to play it. Options are palm wine, rice wine, ginger wine, bishop's wine, barley wine. Bank or risk? Just 3. Fluffy Bunny Esquire, Colin, and give me my game, Ben. All in good time. If I gave you your game, then we'd be having get on with the quiz, wouldn't we? I can't win. But just, and Tyson, I beg your pardon, and for some, oh no, you're not risking, you're down there, but blue. I think that's a bug. That's a colour UI bug thing, which I still haven't fixed. So, 3 players choosing to risk 10, 5, and 5 points respectively. Good luck, 15 seconds. Double points if you can find the one right answer. Here's a question. Select the genre of music originating from West Africa. And that's not right, Colin. That's not right, Fluffy Bunny. Did you get that, Sam? Nope. Unfortunately, that's not right either. Bad luck. Palm wine is what we wanted. Palm wine music was named after a drink, palm wine, made from the naturally fermented sap of the oil palm, which was drunk at gatherings where early African guitarists played. That's what we needed for that one. Bad luck. Everyone getting that one wrong. Our first sossing of the day, although we only had 3 players going for it. Let's put any more points in the bank. I don't think there are any. At the end of that set, Inca now with the lead. Clear lead over Nando on 23. And we've got quite a few players on 20, so still much to play for. Another 4 questions coming up. 20 points available. Options are Hard Times, Bleak House, Great Expectations, The Pickwick Papers, Little Dorrit. Select a Charles Dickens novel that was first published after Oliver Twist. 4 of them right. Not that one though, Nando. Not that one, Apodo. Not that one, Clive. Not that one, Sam. Rush. No answer. Maybe you've got no points, you might as well have a risk because there's nothing at stake. Pickwick Papers is the only one that was published earlier. And welcome to the game. Player 2 start. Welcome to the stream. I was wondering, everything's moving around. Sometimes it does a funny reorder thing, but welcome on in, Player 2. Oliver Twist was serialised 1837 to 1839, so we can use 1837 as the earliest date it could have been available. Pickwick Papers is Dickens' first published novel that's pretty much in here, in that people should avoid this one because of that. A lot of the right answer books were serialised over a long time, so we've used the first year as when they began being published, but there's no overlap. Hard Times 1854, Great Expectations 1860, Bleak House 1852, and Little Dorrit 1855. Well done if you've got that one for 2 points. Let's clear the board and go on to another one. 3 of these are correct, and 3 points if you can find one. You're writing code and debugging whilst playing, fair enough. Options are Salute, Woman Like Me, Confetti, Cannonball, Sweet Melody. Select a Little Mix song that peaked higher on the official UK singles chart than their 2012 single DNA. This is very Zeus. Zeus knowledge. Sonic 3 music, yes. But, well, that's not bad, David. Salute and Confetti did not, and I'm sure you're desperate to know. DNA peaked at number 3. Cannonball and Sweet Melody were number 1s. Woman Like Me featuring Nicki Minaj was number 2. Salute peaked at 6, and Confetti peaked at 9. Quite a few abstaining on that one, and I can't say I blame you. A couple of wipeouts as well, and a handful of people with a maximum of 5. One more question in this set before the big risk question. 5 points available, 2 correct answers if you can find one and you want to play. Options are, oh god, Adductors, Buccinator, Zygomaticus, Abductor hallucis, Pyramidalis. Select a muscle or set of muscles found higher than the pectoralis major, bloody hell, in a standing human. This is how it begins. It builds from here. Hands on Zeus knowledge. Possibly. Quite a few abstentions on that one, and only Toot with the maximum potential of 10. Buccinator and Zygomaticus. Zygomaticus major and minor are both in the head and face, and the Buccinator is in the jaw. The pectoralis major, that's the chest under the breast, so about here. The adductors are in the hip, and the pyramidalis in the abdomen. The abductor hallucis is in the foot. Tricky little question there if you don't know your Latin biology, but well done if you did get it right. If you have got some points, which is everyone from Digital David upwards, you can choose to risk on this question for double points. Take a look at the options and decide if you want to. They are Judaism, Sikhism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam. Bank or risk? Ooh, a few late dings coming in there. We've got 4 players risking there. Fluffy Bunny, Prugs, Top Sky, and Digital David all risking on this one. Everyone else putting their points safely into the bank. Let's see how you get on with this question. Good luck. Select the religion, I love this question, in which the name of a single sacred text is an anagram of day. Fluffy Bunny's got there, Inca's got there. Oh, Inca was risking with 0 somehow. Dave is wrong, Topsky's wrong, Prugs is doubled up. Inca, I think there must have been a race case there. I'm not sure how many... Oh, and Opsy as well. I'm not sure how many points... I mean, Opsy, you were wrong, so I'm not sure if that went in the bank or not. It might update, it might not, it might break it. All those things were there were no risks. You shouldn't have been able to risk. That might be a bug then. You risked on no clue what happened. Did you have points before they went in the bank, Opsy? Oh, let's just hope it doesn't crash. The answer for what it's worth is Hinduism, and it's the Veda, or the Vedas, plural. So, yes, Dave, anagram of Dave would be the Veda. I risked, but must have been started. Yeah, I think it was possibly a race case there, and it does the logic, and then it comes into risk. So I think it would have basically banked you, given you the option to answer, but you'd have been doubling 0 because it resets it when it does that. So, and it's different parts of the code, I think, so it shouldn't overlap. So I think that counts as a banking, despite the fact you got that one right. Let's find out as we put all the points into the bank and check out the scores at the end of round 1. Yes, indeed, it has done that. So that ding basically meant you got the question, but you were banked. And Opsy, yes, Opsy relieved at that one because he actually got it wrong. So the Vedas are singularly known as a Veda. Buddhism is the Tipitaka, and Sikhism the Guru Granth Sahib. In Judaism, you've got the Talmud, or the Torah, and Islam, you have the Quran. Optimat and Inca, welcome to the stream as well, formally. At the end of the first round, Inca's got a lead of 34, Nando's in second on 31, and Jogging is in third on 27. But still lots of quiz to go in this game of Risky Business. Let's press on round 2. Round 2 is the board game. Select as many of the 9 presented options as you like within 60 seconds. At least 4 and up to 7 of the answers will be correct. For each correct answer identified, you earn 5 risk points. However, if you identify even 1 incorrect answer, you score nothing for the board. With 3 boards in the round, I don't know what the maximum is because it depends how many answers there are. Morning, Tipster. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. I need to give Tipster a massive word of thanks for something he's done that we'll see a little bit later on. I hope you can stick around for it, Tipster. But my dude, thank you for all the work you have done on the thing, clever thing, for later on. Most grateful to you, and I hope you've got a good cup of tea. I will probably do other thanks over the course of the day, so that if I end up forgetting anyone when I do the big thanks at the end, people don't get sad. But morning to you. 60 to 105. Thank you for doing the math there, Batty Man, depending on exactly how many answers. You can deselect in the app, but once you've submitted, you can't undo. So think carefully. You should have a timer in the top right of the app, which, if nothing else, is going to be a bit of a guide. But it's 60 seconds to get your answers in. Let's take a look at the first board, and your options are Rusty Nail, Paloma, Mojito, Yellow Bird, Daiquiri, Cosmopolitan, Tuxedo, Bee's Knees, Mary Pickford. Official IBA cocktails with rum as the base spirit. Okay, answer's starting to come in, and it's going to do the stuttery board reorder now. Welcome to Game Bassoonist. You will get the next question. When next question loads in, you will get that. But this payload has already been sent out, so you'll have to sit this one out. But welcome to the stream. Hope you're keeping well. Okay, how many of these are rum-based cocktails? Battyman and Rush both going for 4. Whether they're right or not remains to be seen. But 20 points. I can't remember if it tells you on the app when you submit. Does it tell you immediately? I can't remember. And there's time up. Okay, that's a good mishmash of greens and reds. Toot, the only one to find all four. There are only 4 answers in there. Says answers received, but not if you're correct. Good, that's good. That's the expected behaviour. Mojito, Yellowbird, Daiquiri, and a Mary Pickford are all rum-based cocktails. The other one's Rusty Nail is Drambuie and whiskey. A Tuxedo is gin and vermouth. Or vermouth, depending where you're from, but I tend to say vermouth. Cosmopolitan, that's vodka and triple sec. A Paloma is tequila, and the bee's knees is gin. So 2 banking out 20 points there, the only one to find all 4 correctly. Battyman and Rush, you must have found at least 1 wrong answer among the 4 that you went for. Bad luck on that one. And well done everyone else who's got some points. Let's pop them in the bank. So we do bank after every board in this round. Inca with the lead, Toot sneaking into second, and Nando now in third. BC and Opsy in close contention in fourth, just a point behind. Let's go to another board, another 9 options. Let's have a look at them. Top has got points, hurrah! In the bank. Right, Santa Lucia, Senegal, South Sudan, Saudi Arabia, Slovakia, South Korea, Somalia, Sudan, and Samoa. Countries where the standard English version of their national capital consists of 5 or fewer letters. 2 out of 4. Bad luck there, Darky Man. Okay. S capitals with 5 or fewer letters. Are you going to play it safe? Are you going to play it a bit risky? It's up to you. Coming up to 30 seconds to go, so do be thinking about your answers. I miss having a piano in the office. I hope we hit the music quiz. £600 to go, and then we will do the music quiz. David, let's have an answer. There we go. Everyone's submitting something, which is great to see. And we have got all green on the left. Lovely. And 2 greens over on the right as well. Very well played. Again, only 4 correct answers up there. Senegal, South Sudan, South Korea, and Samoa, which are Dakar, Juba, Seoul, and Apia, respectively, for those 4. Well done to Nando, Opsy, and David in particular, finding all 4 of the correct answers and banking out 20 points there. The wrong answers, Slovakia is Bratislava, Saudi Arabia is Riyadh. Is it Riyadh or Riyadh? Someone will correct me in a minute. Somalia, Mogadishu, San Lucia is Castries, and Sudan is Khartoum. So bad luck if you went for one of those. I'm afraid you're right out. Yes, Riyadh. If he walks like Rihanna. Sorry, let's put the points in the bank. And Inca with the lead, 59. Nando back in second with 56. Opsy and Toot now tied in third with 55. Close. One more board. 9 options. I like this one. Very relevant to the current zeitgeist. Options are Elton John Barbie, ABBA double duo Barbie and Ken, Tramp Stamp Barbie, Funeral Director Barbie, Barbie President and Vice President, Medusa Barbie, Barbie the Princess and the Porter, Computer Engineer Barbie, Elvis Presley and Priscilla Wedding Day Barbie. Real Barbie and Ken dolls/costumes issued by Mattel. The H is silent. Riyadh. Thank you, Tipster, very much. The capital of Saudi Arabia has the Irish spelling logic. I know, right? So, Barbie is very present in the current zeitgeist. Okay, a few more answers coming in. Clyde's gone for 5. It's the most ventured so far. The first 2 boards only had 4 correct answers, but there could be up to 7, remember. Anyone going to outgun Clive? Sticking with 5. Oh, here comes a Podo shooting up the ranks. Just going for 3. BC, time to get an answer in. Just in the nick of time, going for 4. And going right back down again because it was the wrong answer. There were 6 answers up there, but the most that we got correct was David Strathdee, who found 4 out of 6 of them, banking out 20 points. Well done. Clive, your 5 were not good enough. One of them was a wrong answer. Bad luck, you wipe out your points there. The right answers And the note here from Zeus, I have searched extensively and not seen anything officially licensed by Mattel that is a Barbie created for ABBA. He's also linked to a change.org petition to create a funeral director Barbie, but nothing came of it, and also likewise can't find anything like a mortician Barbie. And tramp stamp Barbie, I'm assuming he just put in just for a laugh. Those were your 3 wrong answers, but all the others are genuine Barbie costumes, Barbie and Ken costumes issued by Mattel. Funeral director Barbie was dead on arrival. Very nice. I've got a new button on my soundboard, by the way. It's Tywin Lannister laughing. It can go alongside the honk button as well. I like it. Very well done if you did bank some points. Let's pop them into the bank and check out the scores at the end of round 2. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Opsy takes the lead with a score of 70. Inca with a very nice 69 sits in second. And David Stravdy and Toot currently tied for third with 65. Clivo yet to score, but there is still plenty of time. And remember, there's 120 points available in round 3. So it could all change as we go to the final round. Round 3 is this or that. You need to select the correct answer from the 2 options presented within 7 seconds. And by jingo, they go bloody quickly. So make sure you get your tapping fingers at the ready. Answering correctly earns you increasingly more risk points. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and so on. Get it wrong at any time, and it reduces your risk points to 0 and resets your streak. If you abstain from a question, perfectly valid strategy. I've lost where I am. Just suddenly went mad. If you abstain from a question, it banks whatever risk you've got, but it resets your streak. So you can go 1, 2, 3, build up to 6, abstain, 6 goes into the bank, and then the next question you start building up again from 1. With 15 questions in the round, if you can do a perfect round of all 15 questions, you will bank 120 points. It's 50-50. It's 2 options. How hard could it be? You'd think, but despite that, we've only seen about 2 or 3 people go the whole hog. Including one quite recently, if memory serves, because I kept typing up saying, is this going to be the first time? And then someone pointed out, no, I think BC's done that, and I think Quizzle's done it. And I can't remember who it was last time. I should probably have written that down somewhere, but there we go. I'm just going to move the webcam over there slightly, because I feel like I just need a bit more space on that side. Anyway, those are the rules, and like I say, 7 seconds, they go very, very quickly. Just to give you a heads up, these are sort of more cluey things, and they'll make sense. If I started with question 15, it probably wouldn't make sense, but you'll see them. They start easy, and there's a little bit of a curve going up them. So, let's see how we get on. It's round 3, question 1. Oh, and jogging's just doing a quick refresher. Round 3, question 1, this or that, A or B, options are Whopper, Big Mac, Burger King, Sea Green. First Sea Green of the day, I think. What do they call a Whopper? I don't know, I didn't go into Burger King. Yes, you would get a Whopper from Burger King as opposed to a Big Mac, which you'd get from McDonald's. Nice start. Question 2, this or that, A or B, options are Ruby, Sapphire, 40th anniversary. Oh, there's a couple of wrong ones. I thought there might be on this one. It's a sneaky one. It's Ruby. Ruby is 40, Sapphire is 45. Bad luck on that one if you're wiped out. Battyman putting 1 point of risk into the bank. Most people moving up to 3, though, there. 3 points of risk. So the board will reorder by risk score at the end of the question and then go back to bank score. I'm going to go to my other screen because I've got an order by potential, which could be used towards the end because it gets very exciting. Question number 3, this or that, A or B, options are John, James, J.R.R. Tolkien. Oh, there's a lot of wiping out going on there. His name was John Ronald Reuel Tolkien. And for as famous as J.R.R. Tolkien is, I have to say, I didn't know that. And I follow In Deep Geek on YouTube, who talks about the Tolkien legendarium a lot. John Rolkeen Tolkien. Yes, indeed. J.R.R. Tolkien's first name is John. Bad luck to the people wiping out. Curse, Tuke, Napodo, and David putting 3 points into the bank. Still a few people with 6 points of risk, the maximum risk streak. Let's pop penny points into the bank and go on to question number 4. This or that, A or B, options are Viola Davis Angela Bassett. The Woman King. That's Viola Davis. Ariana DeBose's 2023 BAFTAs rap still lives rent-free in my head. So as we learned, Angela Bassett did the thing. Viola Davis, My Woman King. There's a couple of ins into that one. Colin, Silver, ABME and Bassoon each sticking 6 points into the bank. And just one player with the maximum risk streak at this point. That's Give Me My Game Ben, currently sitting on 10. The only player to be doing that. Quite a few wiping out with 6 there. Let's pop the points into the bank as we go to question number 5. This or that, A or B options are Andes, Atlas, and Concagua. And Samster's putting 10 points into the bank. Battyman and Curse Toucan wiping out on that one. Everyone else getting it right. Player 2 start now with the maximum risk lead of 6. It's not the maximum, but with the risk lead of 6. Sam, let's put those 10 points into the bank. So, after 5 questions, we're a third of the way through. Let's take a look at the potential scores. Not much change, certainly at the top, because there's been a lot of banking going on, but Opsy has got the bank lead at the moment and a risk lead of 3. I like to see my name like it does get quite fun when you end up with a big long risk streak and a relatively lower bank. You end up going woo, wah, yee, woo, and it's all very fun. We're going to put you back to bank order for now as we go into the next set of 5. Question number 6. This or that, A or B. Options are green, purple, bottom stripe on the modern LGBT pride flag, it's purple. LGBT pride flag specifically refers to the 6-striped rainbow flag. There are, of course, many other pride flags for all members of LGBTQIA plus based groups. And Aconcagua is a mountain in the Andes mountain range, which was sort of implied by the question. Colo banking out 3 points there. Let's pop those into the bank. Player 2 with 10 points of risk at the moment. And there you go, all the way back to the right-hand side. You come all the way back to the left-hand side again in a minute. Let's move on. Question number 7. This or that, A or B. Options are purple, green, Tinky Winky, Opsy banking out the 6 there, and a couple of wipeouts. But Otley and BC now with the risk lead of 10. Player 2 getting that one wrong, wiping out your 10 points of risk, unfortunately. Yeah, Tinky Winky's purple. It's Dipsy who is the green Pokemon, the green Teletubby. Bloody hell, it's got Pokemon trivia already. Let's put Opsy 6 into the bank. And a bit of a shuffle around. Opsy still with the bank lead at the moment. Let's move on to question number 8. This or that, A or B. Options are purple, green, Elizabeth Line, couple of wipeouts there, a couple of banks. Mr. Vertigo banking 6, Battyman banking 3, Otley and BC with the maximum risk lead at the moment. Sorry, with the high risk lead at the moment of 15. Let's put the points into the bank. This could be interesting when we do order by potential in a minute. On we go. Question number 9. This or that, A or B. Options are purple, green, Premier Inn logo, yes, everything's Premier but the price. And the logo as well, apparently, which is purple. Yes, the Premier Inn logo is purple. People might confuse this with the green Holiday Inn logo. I know I've stayed at both institutions in the last sort of couple of 3 weeks. And yes, Premier Inn is definitely purple. Holiday Inn is the green one. And a note from here on the Elizabeth Line question, Zeus saying, I was very tempted to ask about the new names of the London Overground lines, but I decided not to be horrible. It's very thoughtful of you, Zeus, at this time of the morning. No points to put in the bank there, so let's go back and we'll do a check-in at the end of this round for potentials, potential leads. It's question number 10, this or that, A or B, options are. And the rooms, yeah, indeed. Green, purple, pressed thistle, It's purple again. 5 green, purple questions in a row, and 5 answers where it is purple. Quite a lot of banking happening there. Press thistle. Thistle has a purple pink flower, and the colour thistle is specifically a shade purple. Press thistle is a purple Dulux paint shade. I'm also aware that the answer to all these ones... Oh, no, I think that's a no for a proofer there. But yes, it's where all of the answers were purple, which I thought was quite fun. And I think it's coming out... The correct answer's been on the left like 8 out of 10 times so far, but that's RNG for you. Inca, David, Jogging, Colin, Shapes, David, Topsky, and Rush all banking 15 points there. Cola banking 3. Opsy wiping out and losing 3. Silver losing 1. Maximum risk at the... Well, I keep saying max, it's not maximum, but risk lead at the moment belongs to Otley and BC, both on 28. Let's put the points in the bank and see where we're at. Inca has got the bank lead, followed by David. Inca on 84, David on 80. Opsy is third on 76, but let's look at the potential lead. Inca still with the potential lead, but you've got to remember when we get to this part of the game, that 28 will suddenly turn into a 36, I think, and then a 45, and then a 55. So they go up quicker and quicker the more you get. So Otley has got a potential score of second at the moment, so keep your eyes on him. Likewise, BC, a little bit further down, but that number will go up very, very quickly. We've still got 5 questions to go, and let's go on to the next one. Question 11, this or that, A or B, options are chemistry, physics, Bonnie Garmus, lessons in... Oh, Nando losing 21 there. Couple of banks, Kurz Tukan banking 15, Tantusar banking 1. Otley and BC maintaining their lead with 36 points of risk. That could make for an interesting potential score, but let's put Tukan's at 15 points into the bank. The answer is chemistry. Lessons in chemistry in the top 10 selling books in the UK in 2023. Okay, Inca, still with the bank lead. Has Otley got to the top yet? He has. Otley now has a potentially higher score if he chooses to bank. But remember, Inca is still rebuilding, and there's other players who might be continuing to play. Keep an eye on Sam there as well. 21 potentially in third, because he's got quite a big bank too. And let's not discount Inca and David, and of course BC, and maybe even 2. Currently 65 in the bank is pretty good, and 10 is a good base with 4 questions to go. Let's go on. Question number 12. This or that. A or B, options are The Mighty Boosh, Flight of the Conchords, The Zooniverse, Sam and Otley calling it time. Otley putting 36 into the bank. He is going to take the bank lead. Fluffy Bunny also putting 28 in the bank, and Sam putting 21 in the bank. That could make for some very interesting scores at the top. Proogs banking 10. Apodo and Bassoonist banking 3. David banking 1. A couple of wipeouts there. BC now has the risk lead. 45. He's now got as much in risk as he's got in the bank. Stands to get to 90 if he banks on the next question. Let's bank what's there now. Otley takes the bank lead, 91 points, but let's just take a look at the potential with 3 questions to go. BC currently potential to go second, but of course his next question is going to be worth 10 points if he gets it right. So it's a question of how risky does BC want to play it, but Otley with the lead just now. Samson and Inca tied in second. Inca with a slight advantage because he's got 3 in risk. Let's move on. Question number 13. This or that, A or B, options are pleased, disoriented, cock-a-hoop, BC moves up to 55. That is definitely going to be a clear lead on the potential score. Toot is the next one with any substantial risk accruement, but of course has got quite a healthy bank to fall back on if that adds on, so that's going to get interesting. Pleased is the answer. Susan just said, hey, cock. The term cock-a-hoop is a positive term meaning pleased. We have got 2 questions to go. Nothing to put in the bank there, so let's reorder. And with 2 questions to go, Otley still has the bank lead. There's the potential at the moment. Toot potential currently 5th. BC potential is currently 1st. It's a question of whether BC wants to risk now and then hope Toot makes an error, because at the moment that would be enough. I don't know that he could be caught at this point if he banks on the next question. So it's a question of how risky he wants to play it and whether he knows these final 2 questions, starting with Ben, a question, can gold be... Yes, gold can be shared, BC. The only game where gold can't be shared is Danger Zone. And the games where there's only one winner, like Abyss, Escape Artist, and Purge. On we go. Question 14. This or that, A or B... Set key lights. Welcome to the stream. I wonder who that... I mean, I know who that is because it's just said. Welcome on in, Ben. Hope you're keeping well. Question 14. This or that, A or B, options are... Rowing. Sailing. Doggett's coat and badge. Ooh, a lot of wipeout happening here. Okay, BC is not taking the risk on that one. He's going to bank out the 55 points. David Colo Silver all banking 6. Curse can banking 3. Digital David banking 1. Toot now has the risk lead of 28 with 1 question to go. Let's put BC's 55 into the bank and see what that does. He has got a nice round 100. Inca has a potential to get up to 15 if he gets this next question right, which will put him at 99. Inca potential second. Let's just look at the potential. Toot, if everyone banks here, that is how it finishes, if everyone banks. Toot could get 8 extra points. And I don't know where that would put him because I'm not doing the maths. 93, 8 would give you 101. So Toot could win if he gets this one right. Toot's already won a sweatband, though, so it would delegate down the line. Quizmas rules apply for the sweatband prizes. Question 15. This or that, A or B, options are... Record of the Year Grammy winner? Song of the Year Grammy winner? What Was I Made For? Toot's got there! And BC's not got there, so it's not going to be a tie gold either. That was why BC was asking about the tie, because if he got it and Toot got it, it would have been a tie at 101. Inca's banking 10, AB Me banking 3, and everything else will be banked at this stage. Toot going to put 36 in the bank, Tyson going to put 28 in, Colin going to put 6 in, Battyman going to put 3 in, Otley, David, Opsy, Fluffy Bunny, Jogcoda, Silver, Apodo, and Topsky all going to put in 1. Let's add the final points to the bank. What a steal at the end, says it Sotley. Let's put all that risk into the bank and check out the final scores. What a steal from Toot! He's going to make it his mission to win every game today. 101 plays 100. Very well done, Toot. 101 in 6 darts or less. Or 6 darts or fewer, darling, surely. Sorry. What a steal from Toot right there at the end. 101. But... BC, of course, not going away empty-handed. He does take the silver medal with 100 points. And, of course, as delegation, because Toot's already won a sweatband, he won the sweatband in Plinko. So it delegates down to BC, who was in second. And BC, I will get that dispatched to you after the stream. I'll have to get addresses from all of you, by the way, because it will come straight from the charity rather than coming through me. And Inca, of course, taking the bronze medal with 94. Very well done, everybody. And I hope you had fun. With our first talkie game of the day. Just to confirm, if you are collecting pennies, because I'm giving a lot out today, each point that you have is worth 5 pennies. So times your score by 5, and that is the payout you will get in pennies. And hopefully it'll work this time, unlike the last one. God, I was not doing it all manually. Hopefully the app is actually telling you how many pennies you've got as well, which would be nice. But a bronze medal for Inca, a silver for BC, and a gold for Toot. And a sweatband going to BC as well. That is the end of Risky Business. And look, we pulled some time back just about. We're not quite back on schedule. And I've got to go and draw some more games from the Steam Code Lottery, which we'll do in just a minute. I'll roll the credits. I'll put some adverts up and go and do the Steam Code Lottery during the adverts. It's probably as good a time as any to try and get time back. And then, when we return from those adverts and the Steam Code Lottery, we are going to be playing... I think it's Bidding War. I don't know because I haven't got that open on my laptop. I'm just loading it now. Yeah, Bidding War, scheduled for 12:30. It's a pack by Quizzle, and goodness gracious me, it's a good one. Bidding War, I think a lot of people think it's one of the hardest ones on rotation. So it's another app-based game as well. So my keyboard's all the way over there. So again, you'll need the app if you haven't got it already. You'll need to do a refresher in just a minute once the credits roll. Quick reminder, and I'll see if there's any more donations I need to call out in a minute, but you can go and donate to Calm right there. But for now, let's move on to the next game and draw some more games in the Steam Code Lottery. Congratulations to Toot, our Risky Business champion. See you in a minute.
Shoobity wop me, oobity wop me, shoobity wop me, oobity wop me, ba-doo down. Wop shawty wop, wop shawang, 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 wop shawty wop, shoobity wop me, oobity wopity wop. Wop shawang, wop shawty wop, 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 wop shawang, wop shawang, shoobity wop me, oobity wop me, ba-doo down.